television. Youthful giant of the electronic age. The Titanic sailor that gave Uncle Sam's rooftop the new look. Television. Man-made lightning endowed with the miracle of sight, giving every American coast-to-coast vision, cutting across the boundaries of time and space to entertain the nation, to enrich the life of the individual, to widen the horizon of human experience. Television is the instantaneous picture of awesome events in the turbulent history of mankind. Your box seat at the World Series. Your own special throne at the Sport of Kings. Your ringside seat when a world's title's at stake. And when the north wind comes knocking on your door on New Year's Day, television takes you to California, land of the red, red rose. Here you have the televised secret of the California law. Irrigation. Television, by giving you, the American citizen, an unprecedented personal contact with those who would guide our nation's destinies, has made you intensely aware of the importance of your votes. No longer is the candidate for office merely a voice. He's a man in your living room, a man for you to see, to evaluate, to choose or not to choose. Thus, through television, government of the people and for the people has moved closer to government by the people. Above all else, television is entertainment, the most versatile medium of mass entertainment yet born of man's ingenuity. A laugh for every sense of humor. Music and dance for every taste and mood. Dramatic thrills and pleasures for every man, woman, and child. Television, America's newest friend, America's most enjoyable companion. This is Emmy, golden symbol of highest achievement in television. And this is television's most exciting and glamorous night. From Hollywood, the first nationwide telecast of the Television Academy of Arts and Sciences' 7th Annual Achievement Awards, brought to you by Maybelline and Charles Antel. The time, right now. The place, Frank Sena's fabulous Moulin Rouge. Just a hop, skip, and a jump from Sunset Boulevard and Vine Street in you-know-where. And it seems that everybody in star-happy Hollywood who owns a TV set has come here tonight to catch a glimpse of the famous faces so familiar to you there at home. In New York City, at Nino's LaRue, a similar scene is taking place. Take a last quick look at this Sunset Boulevard spectacular in the long history of Hollywood, capital of fun, fancy, and let's pretend. No premiere ever ranked so high in national importance as this, television's big night. Here, inside lush and lavish Frank Sena's Moulin Rouge, and you'll see some of the high spots of its magnificent floor show tonight, some 1,500 members and guests of the Television Academy of Arts and Sciences are tensed for the main event, the opening of the secret envelopes which contain the names of the stars and the shows these members have voted best on the 1954 menu of American television. These are the faces that brighten your television screen and your lives. See anybody you know? For that matter, do you see anybody you don't know? These tremendous TV personalities can do anything. They can out-talk a senator, breathe life into a puppet. With a 6-gun, they can pick the seeds out of a grape a mile away. They can bake a 3-layer cake in 1 minute, do a major operation in 5. In 15 minutes, they can sing you round the world. In 30 minutes, they can do the story of your life, solve any problem, bust any racket, and prove that crime does not pay. Now you're in New York. Different faces, but just as familiar. Among these Emmy nominees are the men synonymous with great sports events, outstanding reporters and commentators, the gifted men and women who add so much to our cultural wealth, who give us valuable counsel on 1,001 phases of our daily existence. including many a good tip on why, how, when, and where to get from American industry the mostest for the leastest. And here in New York is many a star of stage and screen who, in a single night on television, has entertained an audience vastly outnumbering the lifetime audience of Sarah Bernhardt. Back in Hollywood. In a few moments, the secret ballots will be opened by Jimmy Durante, George Burns, Danny Thomas, Jack Benny, and Ralph Edwards. Ladies and gentlemen, the president of the Academy of Television Arts and Sciences, Don DeFore.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Tonight is a milestone in the 7-year history of the Academy of Television Arts and Sciences. For the very first time, our Emmy Awards presentation is being nationally televised. Emmy has come of age. Yes, sir. Tonight, from coast to coast, we have a 21-inch audience. And you'll be very happy to hear this is going to be only a 10-inch speech. However, as the president of the Academy and speaking in behalf of the board of directors and the various committees and responsible committee chairmen, I would like to say that we are indeed proud and very grateful for having had the opportunity to play an important part in presenting our Emmy Awards show tonight to such a vast portion of the American public. We are also appreciative of the combined effort of the many television personalities who have made the American home the new center of the entertainment world and television the #1 entertainment medium. And to American industry, we would also like to include our thanks for their vision in recognizing the tremendous entertainment and commercial values of our delightfully exhausting, nerve-wracking, but oh, how we love it profession. And now, to get the show on the road, it's my great pleasure to introduce to you a lad, a terrific lad, who knows how it feels to be colossal in Hollywood and stupendous in New York, the star of tonight's show. I give you Mr. Steve Allen.
Thank you very much. Don misread one line. I am not the star of tonight's show. I am the star of a program called Tonight. There's a big difference between that. We're going to make a few changes in the program right away. We decided a few minutes ago during what is referred to as the warm-up, when we found out that our studio audience couldn't hear us. And this is a slight inconvenience if you're going to do jokes, you see. So I had planned on getting laughs tonight, but I've decided to settle for respect. Let's go back to the original plan. There we are. I'll tell you, the main reason I'm here, not the main reason, one of the reasons is because my oldest boy is an autograph fiend. I'm not joking. This is his book. And I'm going to just take a couple of seconds and pass this book out. And if you're somebody, would you sign it, please? And that's not any comedy routine. Stevie's watching. You better do it. When I was asked to be the master of ceremonies of this show at the Emmy Awards, I was extremely honored and gratified, delighted at the honor, until I finally realized that they had a problem because they had to get somebody they were darn sure wasn't going to win anything. And that left me and Pinky Lee, and that was about it, you know. So... The program tonight is coming to you from the Moulin Rouge. You people here know what I'm saying, but for those of you who are not here, this is a restaurant. And it's having a TV show in a restaurant creates quite a few problems for the people who just came here to eat, because at a spot like this, you can't just order coffee from the waiter. You have to requisition it through the prop department, you see. But speaking of props and that sort of thing, I would very seriously like to compliment our technical crew for the wonderful job they've been doing all day, especially in the last 2 minutes. They really came through here and gave us a whole new PA system. But, you know, some shows do have a great many technical accidents that sort of... there's one. That sort of mar the smoothness of the production. Matter of fact, on one program I saw recently, a camera accidentally picked up a prop man. It was on one of those detective shows. Picked up a prop man furtively sprinkling ketchup on a corpse. And that's a true story. It's not a joke. But the fellow was pretty clever. To make it look as if nothing were wrong, he ate it. And that's right. Don't applaud, just listen. That's all. Before I go any further, I'd like to explain a little bit now about our technical setup here. It's a little complicated. I have some notes even to keep me in track of what's going on. The distinguished gentleman on my left here is Mr. Bill Wheeler of the accounting firm of Price Waterhouse. Now, all during the program, you will see various nominees in our audience here at the Moulin Rouge. And the man who's going to be on your screen in a second or two is our musical director, Gordon Jenkins. And Gordon, besides doing his usual great direction job, will have the gargantuan task, seriously, of grabbing the correct theme music for each winner. He has about 2 seconds to do it, so he deserves a lot of credit for the job he's going to have to do tonight. Now, on the screen that's the one, says New York. On this screen right over here, you're going to see the nominees in New York at Nino's LaRue, or LaRue's Nino, or Lenine's Neuro, or whatever it is. Anyway, there they are. Well, there's my sister-in-law. Feel like I'm at home. Quite a turnout, though. I guess Lindy's must be empty tonight, huh? Naturally, there will be winners in New York, too, I'm afraid. And the awards there, I say that on your behalf, the awards there are to be presented by the distinguished personality. I'm sure you know him very well, a very good friend of mine, a fellow who takes from the same optometrist, Dave Garroway. Here's Dave.
We're all set in New York, Stephen. The way this television machine is working, pretty soon you'll be able to reach out and pick up our dinner check here. It'd be kind of nice if you did. Dinner is about finished. We're about ready to go. There are a lot of people here, all of whom are either known or almost known or very well known, and you'll meet them in a couple of seconds as we go along with the awards. There is also a magnificent collection of stars, like Ed Sullivan is over there in the corner making a deal to do a guest shot on Colgate. And quite a few other little business deals are being talked over. There are a lot of beautiful girls here. They're actresses, television actresses. And if you ever get wondering how they manage to look so handsome in tight close-ups, which we often use on them, Stephanie Griffin here has worked out a little way to tell you one of the ways they do it. So, Stephanie, speak up.
Are you neglecting your most important feature, your eyes? Let us show you how easy it is to bring out their hidden beauty, charm, and expression by using soft, flattering Maybelline eye makeup. Here we see Stephanie with her usual makeup, before she has used Maybelline. Now she forms expressive brows with the smooth Maybelline eyebrow pencil, then softens the effect with the fingertip. Next, she applies velvety soft Maybelline mascara from base to tips of lashes, brushing upward. Wonderful Maybelline mascara makes even pale, skimpy lashes appear dark and more luxuriant. And remember, even dark lashes are lighter at the tip. Here is Stephanie before. Notice how dull the eyes appear in contrast to her complexion and lip makeup. Now, here is Stephanie after using Maybelline's 2 quick tricks to eye beauty. Maybelline will do the same for you. Just try it and see.
Now we're going to get down to business in a moment or two here. You know, television is certainly a great entertainment field. We're all kind of proud of being part of it, those of us who are here tonight. And it's a lot older. Technically, it's a lot older than a lot of you folks watching might realize. Just to go into a little history, the first TV show was seen over station WNBK in New York City on the 1st of July in 1941. First American show that was. And we didn't have any large expansion thereafter, as you probably know, until 1947. And I've been kind of thinking how it would be if during the early 40s we had TV around then, because I can just imagine Ed Sullivan walking out on the stage and saying, "Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have an act that's been all the rage in Europe. We bring you on our stage World War II." I think Ed would have gotten a much bigger laugh with that than I. Speaking of firsts, to get back into history, the first publicly screened TV fight was between Eric Boone and Arthur Danaher in London on Feb the 23rd, 1939. The English were a little ahead of us. And the last fight on television was between Arthur Godfrey and his cast. But I don't actually see why people are always going around doing those jokes about Arthur, about his firing people, because he deserves a lot of credit. Not very many people know that it was Godfrey who fired Malenkov. He has a lot of credit coming to him. And I think, seriously, the television industry has a great deal to be proud of. They brought the public a well-rounded assortment of shows, Time for Beanie, Kukla, Fran and Ollie, Ding Dong School. Then, of course, they have shows for children. They have a well-rounded assortment, and the technical advances, I think, have been, without a doubt, the very greatest of all. I remember just a short 5 years ago when I did my first television show, you could not wear anything white, nothing white at all. Matter of fact, before I could go on camera, they had to have all my teeth pulled, and it was very embarrassing, kind of gumming it up. But what was the name of this place before they called it? I've been here before. This was always a bad house for me. I remember that very well. This is not a new restaurant, you know. The restaurant itself is new, but the building is very old. As a matter of fact, the first show they ever did here, I think, was Benjamin Franklin's Talent Scouts. That's how old this, if you like so old jokes, which I don't believe we have any more time for right now. I suppose you're all aware that potentially tonight watching us, there are 25 million TV homes. But I don't think as many people know that recently a poll was taken by Price Waterhouse to find out how many people see television in saloons. And the returns were staggering. They really were. But even the severest critics, I don't think, can ignore the effect of television on our way of life. It's done wonderful things to the home. It's forced people into small, dark rooms where they can eat candy and nuts and fruit until they're sick. And then to cure them, it brings on Medic. It doesn't miss anything. I tell you, I have about another 20 minutes of jokes, but at these prices, I think we'll skip on. Let's get right down to business. I'm very serious now. We are making some changes in the show here. And those of you who want to hear the joke, you stick around later. I'll do 5 minutes in the lobby out there. I'm much more interested in getting on to the winners here than I am in hearing my warm-up. So I'll tell you what let's do. Let's skip right along here now, where we're going to introduce a gentleman from New York who has an important commercial message. And then after he speaks, we're going to get right down to the balloting and that sort of thing. Are we ready? Take it away, New York. Tonight, on this program.
Why are people everywhere so rough and tough upon their hair?
Clip it, snip it, boil it, oil it, anything they can to spoil it.
Men, women, stop ruining your hair.
Stop wasting money on hair products that can't help your hair. Don't you know that more people use the Charles Antel Formula 9 way to correct their hair troubles than any other product? Just use Superlanolin Formula 9 as directed. It's the greatest break for your hair since lanolin itself. Because it makes your hair and scalp healthier, your hair looks better because it is better. Even if you've ruined it with heat, harsh chemicals, and shampoos, with the Formula 9 way, your hair comes back to life right before your eyes. That's why today more people use the Formula 9 way to correct their hair troubles than any other product.
Men,
Women,
get Charles and Tell today.
59 cents and up.
Get Formula 9 today.
We have a kind of a confusing script tonight. That didn't look like John Reed King to me with that long hair. But now I would like to introduce the first of the guests who will make the presentations of the Emmy Awards. And incidentally, I know for all the winners here tonight, a lot of people are naturally, by the very mathematics of the situation, going to be disappointed. So if you lose, try not to feel too badly. If the thing were left to me, I'd just vote for the person I see the most when I watch my television set. Now, that wouldn't work. The repairman would always win, I guess. Anyway, I want to introduce now a fellow that is here tonight, unusually neatly tailored and suave in a very down-to-earth way, distinguished gentleman who will present the Golden Emmy in 4 of the 21 categories. He's a very renowned member of the intelligentsia, preeminent in all fields of cultural and intellectual endeavor. The Oliver Wendell Holmes of show business, I like to call him, Mr. Jimmy Durante in person. Here he is. Wonderful to have you with us tonight. I know you're going to do a great job, as always.
Thanks, Steve. There is nothing one cannot accomplish when one has an intelligent grasp of the situation.
I knew that we could count on you to add a little touch of dignity to the proceedings. You know, Jim, this is the first time I've ever seen you in white tie and tails. Did you buy this outfit especially for the occasion?
No. After the awards, I'm having dinner with Ma and Pa Kettle and Marjorie Main.
Jim, would you read the first awards in the first category?
Now, before I read the categories, I'd like to say something off the record. I don't mind wearing this outfit, but the bosses and the committee of this affair are forcing me to wear You know, I only hope that they wrote the words out in syllables. I don't really need them, but they give my nose something to do. If I never wake another day in my life, I'm not wearing that. Every time I take it off, I lose another hair. A few more strands and I'd be another Ruberosa. Now, the first category, the most outstanding new personality. The nominees are Richard Boone, Walt Disney. I lost my place. Tennessee Ernie Ford, Preston Foster, George Goebel, Michael O'Shea, Fez Parker. The envelope, please. I don't care who wins, but I'd sure like to meet the girl who sealed this envelope. George Goebel. There's a new type of comedian coming up. With button noses. You can't hardly get them no more. Great, George. Great. And now, waiters, break it up. Break it up. The minute they congregate, there's a strike. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the second category, cultural, religious, or educational programs. The nominees all in New York are Life is Worth Living, Meet the Press, Omnibus, Person to Person, See It Now. The envelope, please. Dangerously delightful. The winner in New York is Omnibus.
Now we'll take you back to Hollywood.
Ain't it disgusting, Ed? No culture or education on the West Coast. Well, I guess Dr. Frank Baxter and me will just have to go it alone. The next category is Best Sports Program. I'll bet 2-1 no one can guess the winner of this one. The nominees are Blue Ribbon Bouts, Forest Hills Tennis, Gillette Cavalcade of Sports, Greatest Moments in Sports, NCAA Football, Professional Football. The envelope, please. This must have been sealed by a man, tobacco juice. The winner in New York is Gillette Cavalcade of Sports.
Accepting for Gillette Cavalcade of Sports is Mr. Tom Gallery, Director of Sports, National Broadcasting Company.
And again, we'll take you back to Hollywood.
I'm not so sure they're on the up and up back there. You know something? They're a pretty shifty-looking crowd. Well, we'll continue and take a chance. There goes the glass. The next category is Best Children's Program. What a shame they didn't have TV when I was a kid. I might have built a 5-better capper at Ding Dong School. For Best Children's Program, the nominees are Art Linkletter and the Kids, Ding Dong School, Cochler, Fran and Ollie, Lassie, Time for Beanie, Zoo Parade. The envelope, please. Lassie.
Accepting for Lassie are Dan Clayton and Tommy Reddy.
never let me, in all of our scripts, let me kiss him unless the script so was ordered. Tonight, may I? Sure. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you. Look at the hair on that kid. Does he need it? Well, I better hurry. I'm running into overtime on this suit. Thank you, folks.
Jim?
Thank you, Steve.
Give me the rabbit. Jim, you made a shambles of our podium here. That's one for Price and one for Waterhouse. And now we have a new winner for beauty, I trust. Tonight.
It's new, the exquisite Maybelline automatic eyebrow pencil that never needs sharpening. It's delightful to use. It propels, it retracts. Velvet smooth crayon can't fall out because it's spring locked. You'll love this stunning turquoise and gold automatic eyebrow pencil by Maybelline.
And right now, with your indulgence and attention and permission, I would like to give out an award myself. May I have the envelope, please? This particular category, ladies and gentlemen, is for the Best Master of Ceremonies. The nominees are they kidding? We'll go right ahead. Now, to dispense with that, we will bring out the next presenter. I guess is as good a word as any. No, we're not. We're not going to do that. Before we bring out the next presenter, we're going to see one of the 10 production numbers of the Moulin Rouge show. It's called Ça c'est Paris. It's a tremendous number with 60 women, most of them girls. And I may not be here long. I hope you enjoy the number. There we are. Here it comes.
Eiffel Tower, you can tell it anywhere. You can even see the Holy Roman and so there. Any season, it's the season when you stroll through the Bay. And it's reason, any season, not to stop at a sidewalk cafe. And if you meet a handsome stranger, call him more, well, what the hey? This is Paris, it's okay.
evening. This is John Reed King. Here's exciting news, ladies, from Charles Antell's Beauty Division. A brand new kind of liquid makeup. Charles Antell's Super Lanolin Liquid Makeup. The first makeup that's really good for your skin. The first makeup that needs no foundation under it, no powder over it. It's soon to be introduced in the stores at $1.50. And here's a 30-day supply of famous Formula 9 in a handy plastic squeeze bottle. Here they are, a $1.90 value, but tonight, and only tonight, in order to introduce this remarkable new Super Lanolin makeup, you can have both the makeup and the Formula 9 for 25 cents to cover the cost of postage, handling, and shipping. Yes, you heard me. Just send 25 cents to Sample Offer, Box 1711, Baltimore 3, Maryland. That's Sample Offer, Box 1711, Baltimore 3, Maryland. Be sure to write us the color of your hair and skin, and our beauty experts will select the right shade of makeup for you. This is a one-time offer made only tonight. It will not be repeated. So send 25 cents to Sample Offer, Box 1711, Baltimore 3, Maryland, and get this amazing $1.90 value.
Thank you very much. First time I ever emceed a show on a grease rack. What is this thing? We used to have floor shows here. Whoops.
Well, sir, about the electricity here. It's going to be an electric chair. I don't know what to touch.
They used to have floor shows here at 6, 9, and 12. Now they're at 78, 45, and 33 and a third. It's getting very confusing. I'm going to try to touch this once more, and I may go up into cinders. Watch it. It's all right. Can't touch 2 mics at once. Yes, are we on here at all? Well, that's fine. You know, according to a recent survey, I'll lie down on the mic. That's all right. According to a recent survey, the American husband's most common complaint is, my wife doesn't understand me. I'd like to introduce now the fellow who's going to introduce the next group of Emmy Awards, a man whose wife doesn't even understand herself. Here is George Burns. Nice to have you with us, George.
Thank you, Steve.
Well, here we are. Burns and Allen. George, just in case you need a spare, have a cigar?
Thank you. That's instead of an Emmy, I guess.
No, I just thought you might enjoy smoking while you're up here tonight.
Emmy would be better. I'm loaded with cigars.
You know, George, I'm sorry Gracie didn't come up here tonight with you.
You're sorry Gracie didn't come up here tonight with me?
Yes, I'm very sorry.
You're very sorry?
What's going on, George? What are we doing?
I'm doing straight for you.
Oh, I see.
If the other Allen was here, we'd be getting screams by now.
Yeah, I feel guilty. George is all here.
Okay, Steve, thank you. I think Gracie's a little prettier. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the 5th category is Best Time Program. Best Daytime Program. The nominees are Art Linkletter's House Party, Betty White Show, Bob Crosby Show, Gary Moore Show, Robert Q. Lewis. The envelope, please. Thank you. Art Linkletter's House Party.
I would just like to say a word or two on behalf of all the people who are on the air in the daytime, the people you never see. We're there 5 days a week, and most of us show up on schedule. We're never in the hospitals. It must be a more happy and salubrious time than the night. We'll be there every day. Thank you.
Next is Best Western or Adventure Series, the breakfast food spectacular. You know, these cowboys do quite a job. In 30 minutes, and with 3 minutes out for commercials, They hit the trail, shoot the villain, save the girl, pay the mortgage, kiss the horse, play the guitar, and still have time to go to a psychiatrist and find out why they're kissing horses. Then on the way home, they sing Tumbling Weed. The nominees are Annie Oakley, Death Valley Days, Roy Rogers Show, Stories of the Century, Wild Bill Hickok. Envelope, please. Thank you. Stories of the Century.
Accepting for Stories of the Century is Mr. Morton Scott, President, Studio City TV, produces.
Next category, Best News Reporter and News Commentator. And after an evening with these gentlemen analyzing the news, Gracie isn't as confusing as you think. But really, television lets us see what's happening today and gives us a chance to think for ourselves. The nominees are John Daly, Douglas Edwards, Cleet Roberts, Eric Severide, John Cameron Swayze. The envelope, please. Thank you. The winner, John Daly.
Accepting for John Daly is Robert Hugh Lewis.
Thank you, John. John Daly, and now back to Hollywood.
This category is Best Audience Guest Participation or Panel Program. You know, participation shows didn't really start in television. Didn't start in radio either. It started in vaudeville during amateur night. If the audience liked you, they'd throw money at you, and if they didn't, they'd hiss you. And when I was a kid, I went on at Miners Bowery. I was about 8 years old, and I sang one of my favorite songs, I'm Tying the Leaves So They Won't Fall Down, and the audience hissed so loud they put my cigar out. This is a lie. The nominees are Masquerade Party, People Are Funny, This Is Your Life, What's My Line? You Bet Your Life. Envelope, please. Thank you. This Is Your Life.
I certainly want to thank the This Is Your Life gang who are all watching at their television sets tonight. Axe Gruenberg, my right arm, and all you wonderful people. Thanks, God bless.
Congratulations, Ralph, and thanks to George Burns. Thank you, George. Now, while all eyes around here are focused on the Emmy winners, I think it's a very good time to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that you can have admiring eyes turned your way, too.
There, how do I look? Very nice, Mother. But it would help so much for you to use some eye makeup. Eye makeup? At my age? Of course, you use lipstick, don't you? Why not eyebrow pencil and mascara? Here, Let me show you how to use my Maybelline. And I bet it'll make you look 10 years younger. And it's so easy with the smooth Maybelline eyebrow pencil. Just a few short, light upward strokes following the natural line of your brow. Fill in the scanty spots and taper lightly at the outer end. Then soften the effect and blend with your fingertip. Now see what Maybelline mascara will do for your lashes. Just apply from the base to the tips of the lashes, brushing upward, like this. And presto. Maybelline makes your eyes look positively beautiful, Mother. You do look 10 years younger.
Let Maybelline bring out the loveliness of your eyes. The world's smartest women use Maybelline every day.
Incidentally, during that commercial, I've just received word that our switchboard is jammed, and it makes me very happy that all the people out there have opened up their hearts. The last 6 winners have all been assured of jobs, and it's a wonderful thing. How are you doing with my son's autograph book over there? Keep it moving. I'm not getting paid. I see. Tennessee Ernie, you signing it? All right, fair enough. Now I want to bring out the gentleman who will present the awards for the next 4 categories. He's a graduate of nightclubs, vaudeville, radio, motion pictures, a success at everything he's tried, star of his own very popular television show, which incidentally has 4 nominations here tonight. You've heard of Howdy Doody. Here's the man from Howdy Daddy, Danny Thomas. Here he is. Wonderful to have you with us tonight.
Thank you. It's very, very thrilling to be here. All over the United States tonight, my friends, people are gathered to watch the television industry do honor to a chosen few who have fought and struggled to perfect their performance and achieve their niche in the Hall of Fame. And I'm proud to play just a small part in this dynamic medium, happy and joyous in the thought that no matter how meager my contribution might be, somewhere, someone is made just a little more happy for my having been in.
I don't want to slow you down, but the awards are all given out in that category, corn husking.
The awards for corn husking are given? In that case, I will just read from the list. I don't know why I'm doing this. There's a teleprompter in the broken hole here. I really don't need this. I could have made believe, like, what a memory this guy has got. Not only built like an elephant, but remembers like one. I am privileged to present the award for the best actor in a performance. And there is a very bad joke on the teleprompter, so move it forward. The nominees are, now you may slow down, the best in a single performance. Nominees are Robert Cummings for 12 Angry Men on Studio One.
Now look at this sketch. Now there's an elevator train with 5 cars. The elevator train was going past the old man's window at the exact second of the killing, according to the woman across the street. Do you know what kind of a noise that makes? Now remember the old man's testimony. I'm going to kill you, and then 1 second later, he heard a body fall.
Frank Lovejoy for Double Indemnity on Lux Video.
That's about it, Keys. I wonder if she's still lying alone up in that house or whether they found her by now. I want you to do me a favor. You be the one to tell Lola. And tell her before it breaks wide open, and be easy with her, Keys.
Frederick March for The Royal Family on Best of Broadway and for A Christmas Carol on The Shower of Stars.
No doubt a bad dream. Brought on by something disagreeable that I dined on. Yeah, you may be an undigested bit of beef. Crumb of cheese. There's more of gravy than of grave about you.
Thomas Mitchell, For the Good of His Soul, on Ford Theater.
There are some things, Spot, a man does for his own pleasures. Few enough pleasures he has. And there are some things he does for the good of his soul.
And David Niven for The Answer on Four Star Playhouse.
These volumes contain the accumulated knowledge of our civilization, listed alphabetically from A to Z. You, therefore, will be able to check the accuracy of any statements I may make. You follow me so far?
I'm with you.
Now, for 25 cents a question, or 3 for 50 cents, I am prepared to give you the answer to any question you may ask me on any subject whatsoever. That is, from A to XPO.
From A to XPO?
My dear fellow, it will be at least 2 years before I know the answers to everything from A to Z.
Now, for genteel Mr. Wheeler. That was genteel, Mr. Wheeler. And the envelope. The winner is Robert Cummings and 12 Angry Men.
You're very nice. Would you kiss me on the cheek, please? You're awfully nice. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Outside of the 4 presentations my wife's made me, I feel very salubrious.
Congratulations, Robert. Now for the ladies. The Best Actress in a Single Performance. The nominees are Judith Anderson in Macbeth on Hallmark.
Damn Spot. Out, I say. It's time to do it. Hell is murky.
Ethel Barrymore in the 13th Chair on Climax. Beverly Garland in White is the Color on Medic.
Do you think I might do it? Live long enough to see the baby born?
Come on. It's possible.
It'd be kind of nice to see him, wouldn't it? See what he looks like. The color of his hair. To see him just once. Just once. Doctor, do you think I'm asking for a miracle?
Ruth Hussey in Craig's Wife on Lux Video Theater. Dorothy McGuire in The Gioconda Smile on Climax.
Oh, just because she was young, and because of her mouth, and because of her skin.
Eva Maria Saint in The Middle of the Night on TV Playhouse.
My husband, we're divorced. And all of a sudden he wants to get married again. He's a piano man. He called from Las Vegas last night. He's with Tony King's band. And all of a sudden he wants to get married again. And, well, my mother, she wants me to go back to him. And I just don't know what to do, that's all.
And Claire Trevor in Ladies in Retirement on Lux Video Theater.
I don't wonder that they got on your nerves. Matter of fact, it isn't the first time that they've caused me trouble like this. It's been going on for 20 years. But you see, I love them. I love them intensely just because they are so helpless.
Well, I'm sorry, Ellen, but if you think you're going to make me change my mind...
Please, hear me out. Please, hear me out.
The envelope, please, Mr. Wheeler. And now the winner. Judith Anderson in Macbeth on Hallmark.
This is a role I've never played before, so I'm quite nervous. So I call on Mr. Robinson Jeffers' great lines from a dear. If I could find the right words, if some god would lend me a touch of eloquence, I'd show you my heart. You'd see how full it is of pride and gratefulness to all those who made it possible for me to win this very distinguished award. I thank you all very, very much.
Move it along. Move the telephone. All right. Very gracious ladies. And now the next category is the best male singer. I could have been in this one myself, but I gave it up for Lent. So, listen, if the pastor of our church can give up pole vaulting, I can give up the best male singer. This may start a panic among the fan clubs, for each name brings an ooh and an ah and a sigh and a hurrah and a oodly-a-bob-bob ee-beep from the youthful ladies and gentlemen around the country, our teenagers. The nominees are Perry Como.
Feeling that sing again, wow. Papa loves mambo. Papa loves mambo. Mama loves mambo. Mama loves mambo. Don't play the rumba and don't play the samba, 'cause Papa loves mambo tonight.
Eddie Fisher.
When I'm worried and I can't sleep, I count my blessings instead of sheep, and I fall asleep counting my blessings.
Frankie Lane.
Darling, down and down I go, round and round I go, in a spin, love ain't the spin I'm in, under that old black magic called love.
Tony Martin.
We'll tour Manhattan, the Bronx, and Staten Island too. It's lovely going through the zoo. It's very fancy on old Delancey Street, you know. The subways charm us so, and the balmy breezes blow to and
Gordon MacRae.
There's an old man called the Mississippi. That's the old man that I long to be. What does he care if the world's got troubles? What does he care if the land ain't free?
The envelope, Mr. Wheeler, thank you. The best male singer. The Academy Award for the best male singer goes to New York and Perry Como.
Accepting for Perry Como is Mr. Lee Cooley.
This will take a little explanation. Perry is very sorry that he can't be here and has asked me to accept this for him.
This is Lee Cooley taking it for Perry, who couldn't make it tonight.
Thank you very, very much.
Good guy. Congratulations to Perry. And back to Hollywood.
What a voice that man has. If I could sing like Como, I'd have my nose fixed in the morning. We now choose the best female singer. The nominees are Miss Jane Froman,
Once I laughed when I heard you say that I'd be playing solitaire, uneasy in my easy chair. It never entered my mind.
Miss Peggy King.
Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring, ting, tingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you.
Miss Giselle McKenzie.
The snow is snowing, the wind is blowing, but I can weather the storm. Why do I care how much it may storm? I've got my love to keep me warm.
Miss Dinah Shore.
Love and learn, love and learn. It's a breeze, then a bird. You retreat, then return. You may have climbed the tree of knowledge, but when you learn, you really learn.
Miss Jo Stafford.
Did you say I've got a lot to learn? Well, don't think I'm trying not to learn. Since this is a perfect spot to learn, teach me tonight.
And now the envelope, please. The Emmy for the Best Female Singer goes to Miss Dinah Shore.
On a regular television series is convinced he or she has the best crew and cast in the whole industry. Well, I know I have. Thanks to them and many, many thanks to you.
Thank you very much, and I'll see you later, I hope.
Thank you, Danny. Maybelline and Charles Antel have presented this first hour, and now while the ushers run over to the Pep Boys for some more Emmys, we're going to take a breather here and pause for station identification.
Why are people everywhere so rough and tough upon their hair?
Clip it, snip it, boil it, oil it, anything they can to spoil it.
Men, women,
stop ruining your hair.
Does your hair stay unmanageable 3 to 5 days after shampooing? That proves you're washing the life out of your hair. But because Charles Antel's new Superlanolin shampoo washes life into your hair, not out of it, that's why your hair is manageable instantly. Look, you get this marvelous lather even in the hardest water. but above all because of the unique hair conditioning action of Charles Antell's Super Lanolin Shampoo, your hair is manageable instantly, not 3 to 5 days later. So don't wash life out of your hair, wash life into it with Charles Antell's new Super Lanolin Shampoo from 59 cents everywhere.
Men, women, get Charles Antell today.
We just paused for station identification, and I guess it was such a smash we're going to do it again. Here we are, station identification.
When iron deficiency anemia leaves you tired and worn out like this, SSS Tonic will build up your pep and energy. 3S Tonic will perk up your appetite. You'll feel good again fast. SSS, a famous formula in tablet or liquid. Feel your best. Take SSS.
For the best deal on the 1955 Dodge and Plymouth, visit Benny Blauschild's $1 Million Showroom, Kinsman at Lee, WNBK, Cleveland.
Well, the mics are being turned on and the floor is turning here at the Moulin Rouge. We have another very exciting number from the regular 4 show for you, Les Sauvages. Funny the girls didn't look nearly that cute in their rehearsal clothes. It's a very nice bunch. At this moment, I'm just filling till they get the turntable turned around here. This is a large circular thing which spins around. I have, however, in the meantime, a very important message for the Serge Rubinstein killer. It's no laughing matter. If you're watching tonight and you're going to give yourself up, don't give yourself up to Walter Winchell. Ed Sullivan has a bigger rating. I have a lot of these jokes that you just do to Phil here, and I guess we're all set to... Here we are. Now I'd like to, it gives me great pleasure, as they say, to introduce a gentleman who is not only one of our greatest comedians, but is also recognized as a very fine musician by himself. Here is Jack Benny.
Thank you. Thank you, Steve. It's nice to see you again. I want to congratulate you, too, on all the wonderful shows that you've been doing from New York.
It's very nice of you, Jack, and you've been doing a very swell job yourself. By the way, are you one of the nominees for an award tonight?
Yes, I'm in the category of the variety musical.
Mm-hmm. Well, do you...
on the violin.
Uh-huh. You think you'll win?
What?
I say, do you think you'll win?
Well, Steve, you know, you've known me for a pretty long time. I'm a rather modest fellow, you know.
That's right, Jack. Modesty is part of your nature.
I mean, you've never heard me brag or anything like that.
No, never have. I've got to admit that, Jack. That's right.
I mean, you've never heard me talk about my own performance or my shows.
I must admit I have not, no.
Well.
So, that's why I ask you, Jack, do you think you'll win an Emmy tonight?
Well, let me put it this way. I don't see how I can lose.
You know, Jack, I just wish I were Arthur Godfrey so I could appreciate your humility. I really do.
What'd you say?
Never mind. Jack, seriously, what about the other shows in your category? The shows like there's Disneyland and George Gobel, who was up here, and there's Jackie Gleason, Ed Sullivan, Hit Parade. They're all very good television shows, too, you know.
They're what?
I say they're all very good television shows, too.
Oh, television? Oh, I thought these awards were for radio. Well, yes, then if you have Sullivan, of course, and you have Gobel and Gleason, there's 3 votes against me right there. You know?
Well, Jack, I wish you the best.
Gobel is so young,
That's
too,
true.
you know.
Good luck, Jack.
Frightening.
You're on your own.
Thank you. You know, it's hard to believe that Steve is Fred Allen's son, isn't it? It's cheaper than buying a dog, anyway. The best supporting actor, this category is the best supporting actor in a regular series. The nominees are Ben Alexander for Dragnet, Art Carney for the Jackie Gleason Show, Don DeFore for The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet, Bill Frawley for I Love Lucy, and Gail Gordon for Our Miss Brooks. The envelope, please. I don't know if I'm strong enough to open these things. The winner in New York is Art Carney, the Jackie Gleason.
And now, back again to Hollywood.
The next category, incidentally, if I appear a little nervous tonight, it's because of this outfit that I'm wearing, because I had to rent this, and this is the 3rd one that I had to rent before I could find one that fit and that wasn't old. You see, the first suit that I rented was so old that I found some notes in the pocket, and one of them started out with 7 years ago. I thought the sleeves were a little long on that one. The next category is Best Supporting Actress in a Regular Series. The nominees are Bea Benaderet for The Burns and Allen Show, Jean Hagen for Make Room for Daddy, Marion Lorne for Mr. Peepers, Audrey Meadows for The Jackie Gleason Show, Vivian Vance for I Love Lucy. The envelope. The winner in New York is Audrey Meadows, The Jackie Gleason Show.
Sweet love, turn it out. Thank you, dear. It will never happen to a nicer girl. And again, back to Stephen Hollywood. Take it back to Hollywood.
Now for the Best Actor starring in a regular series. The nominees are Richard Boone for Medic, Robert Cummings for My Hero. I'm afraid of this one. Jackie Gleason for The Jackie Gleason Show. Danny Thomas for Make Room for Daddy. And Jack Webb for Dragnet. Danny Thomas, Make Room for Daddy.
Thank you very much. This is impossible. Is the category the actor?
That's right. Not the comedian.
I just want to say that I've done so many benefits that one was finally done for me. Thank you.
You know, it's a little embarrassing for me. I don't know, Rodman has an Oscar on his mantle, and Lucille Ball has an Emmy, now Danny Thomas. Anybody comes to visit my house, I have to have Rochester standing there. Understand? This event is actress starring in a, you notice I don't ad-lib too much through here because I haven't the reputation of being a great impromptu comedian. It was Fred Allen who once said that I couldn't add a click if I had false teeth. Allen probably thought of that joke while Dr. Cowan was fitting his at this time. This event is the Best Actress starring in a regular series. The nominees are Eve Arden for Our Miss Brooks, Gracie Allen for The Burns and Allen Show, Lucille Ball for I Love Lucy, Ann Southern for Private Secretary, Loretta Young for The Loretta Young Show. The envelope. Loretta Young, The Loretta Young Show.
I tried very hard not to want this too much. I suppose it was out of self-protection. But now that I've got it, I know how much I wanted it. Because in a way, this means to me acceptance by an industry that in these 2 past short years, I have learned to love and appreciate and respect. And God willing, I may be allowed to continue working in it for a long, long time.
Thank you.
Jack Benny, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, Loretta. Thanks again to Jack Benny for another wonderful job. And now I want to bring out a man whose very successful program, This Is Your Life, has brought more relatives together probably than the reading of a rich man's will. Here is Ralph Edwards.
Should have caught me before I got the Emmy, you know. I'm drained out now.
Ralph, we have a little surprise for you tonight. Yes? I know that you came here expecting that this was the Emmy show. Well, Ralph, all of your friends, George Burns and Jack Benny and I got together, and Ralph Edwards, This Is Your Life.
Oh, stop.
We're just kidding, Ralph. Seriously,
Where's the lipstick?
Never mind. On the hand. I think that your show has really caused more tears of joy than any play or book ever written. I'll say
Yeah,
that.
well, you watch it, Steve. Someday we may do your life and fly all your old jokes back, you know.
Tonight I think I could use them. Tell me the truth, though, Ralph. Seriously, haven't any of your surprise guests on your show ever called you back and said, for gosh sakes, will you please send my relatives home?
Well, that did happen once, yes, that's right.
And were you able to help the fella?
Yeah, I put his relatives on Truth or Consequences, you see, and they won a trip.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. 2 glorious weeks on Devil's Island. Now to the nominations. Let's see, this category is Best Mystery or Intrigue Series, and if you don't happen to recognize any of these programs, there's a good reason. All names have been changed to protect the innocent in this here. Tonight it isn't a whodunit, it's who won it right now. Now for the Best Mystery or Intrigue Series of 1954, the nominees are Dragnet, Foreign Intrigue, I Led 3 Lives, Racket Squad, Waterfront, The Envelope, Please. Thank you. Wouldn't it be funny if I open this and a body falls out? Missed the string. Dragnet.
Accepting for Dragnet is Mr. J.R. Rogers of Sherry TV Productions.
Congratulations. On behalf of Jack Webb, who couldn't be here tonight as he's on location in New Orleans on Pete Kelly's Blues, thank you.
He'll find out about it, don't worry. The next category is Best Variety Series, including musical varieties. And the nominees are The Jack Benny Show, Disneyland, The George Gobel Show, The Jackie Gleason Show, Toast of the Town, Your Hit Parade. The envelope, please. Should pull down, shouldn't it? The winner, Disneyland.
Congratulations, Ralph. Well, this is a wonderful welcome into a new industry. And on behalf of all those wonderful people over at my studio who helped me bring these shows to the public, I want to thank you all very much.
Now we come to the predicament or situation shows. These are the programs that answer the age-old problem, can an everyday family in an everyday life find happiness with a rich Eastern sponsor. Those nominated for the Best Situation Comedy Series are Burns and Allen, I Love Lucy, Make Room for Daddy, Mr. Peepers, Our Miss Brooks, Private Secretary. The envelope, please. I'll pull down this time. Doesn't work that way either. The winner, Make Room for Daddy.
Thank you very much.
Now, this is the one that isn't ridiculous because I said a novena for this one. Thank you very, very much, all.
I'm especially proud to read the nominations for this next category, the Best Dramatic Series. A whole new school of young playwrights has sprung up and has brought a high caliber of television entertainment to millions of people who might otherwise never see a professional dramatic offering. Those nominated are Four Star Playhouse, Medic, Philco Goodyear Television Playhouse, Studio One, United States Steel Hour. The envelope, please. Thank you. The winner is in New York, the United States Steel Hour.
Accepting for U.S. Steel Hour is Miss Sarmina Marshall.
That's for the United States Steel and see him again. Most appreciative to all the people who helped us to win this one.
And now again, back to Hollywood.
Congratulations to our winner, and Ralph, thanks so much. Thanks to you. This is it. Okay,
Ralph
Steve,
Edwards.
thank you.
Thanks, Ralph. We have just received word that due to circumstances beyond our control, as they say, we're going to run over. Well, we're not going to run over. The program's just going to be longer than they thought it was, I guess. It was scheduled to have ended at 10, and they're going to extend it till 4 in the morning. Is that it? Whatever it is. In any event, you'll never get to eat, so don't worry about that. The final Emmy Award now will be presented by a man who has been in a constant struggle against a great many of us to raise the cultural aspects of television. He has made the reading of Shakespeare an interesting means of entertainment, and his program is so extremely popular that I understand Sam Goldwyn has tried to hire his writer. Ladies and gentlemen, the man who heads up our Television Academy Television Awards Committee, Dr. Frank Baxter.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard a lot tonight about the wonders of television, of course. But to me, the most incredible and wonderful thing about it is that something more than middle-aged school teacher should find himself in such glamorous and exciting society. For years, I have been teaching college students to know a little, hoping that they would know something, and I seem suddenly to have confused no business with show business. That show business, which is that business than which there is no other business like. But, curious enough, I'm here. If I may borrow a line from a distinguished contemporary, a man whom I regard as one of the few authenticated miracles since the 13th century, there you are, and curiously and incredible, here I am. Now, this award that I'm asked to present tonight is a very new one. It's the newest of the Academy Awards. I think we know that in life there's a great deal of dullness, a great deal of connective tissue. Life is a string of beads with a great deal of string and a very few bright beads. Out of a whole summer, life may sieve out one face out of a winter, 1 hour, one episode out of life. We've gone to the theater, all of us, so long. We've gone to the pictures, we've watched television, and yet, when it's all over, we remember just a few things. And so the members of the Academy were asked to look back over their shoulders, over the year's television viewing, and decide which were the 5 most memorable hours, half hours, out of the whole year's television scheduling. What did they remember most that seemed to them best, most rewarding, to them most memorable and exciting? And this is, of course, a big job because these might be single shows given only once. They might be one of a long series, situation comedy or whatnot, or one of a long number of shows in an anthology sequence. But what were the shows that were best and most memorable out of the year? And the Academy, after the balloting, came up with these nominees. If this thing will recover from Mr. Durante. Oh, we have lots to go, boys. Keep it up. Here, whoop. These are the nominees for 54. First, the Diamond Jubilee of Light. Operation Undersea from Disneyland. White is the Color from Medic. A Christmas Carol from A Shower of Stars. And 12 Angry Men from Studio One. Mr. Wheeler, please. The best single show of the year has been deemed Operation Undersea, Disneyland.
I must say that this is the wrong kind of a start. I mean, it'll spoil us. But thank you very much.
Congratulations, Walt, and thanks to Dr. Baxter. Again, I would like to thank the sponsors and the network for allowing the program to continue. We just had more show than we realized. Although substantially, that wraps it up. Now, on some of these same stations, the program is even going to continue beyond these particular bounds. We have some special awards. Advance Word, I understand, has gotten out for the award in choreography. I understand that Hopscotching with John Cameron Swayze is a very high contender. And I want to also express another important word here tonight about the great cooperation between the networks. There's been no rivalry at all. It's been a very wonderful thing. Both NBC and ABC and CBS have contributed a great deal of their time and talent to help NBC to put the show over. Next year, we're going to do the program in full color. We've learned tonight about how to do it, and we think the next year it's going to work out all right. And it'll be wonderful to see the CBSI Inglorious Bloodshot. That's one of the things we're all looking forward to. But I guess for this particular part of the show, as I was saying, that's about it. I want to offer once again, on behalf of the organization, my congratulations to the winners. And to those of you who are runners-up, there will be consolation prizes at the door. That's about all we can say right now. I want to thank you, those of you watching tonight at home and here in the restaurant, for your kind attention. We hope you've enjoyed this portion of the program. Good night, and thank you.
Emmys finale. Here at Frank Sinus Moulin Rouge in Hollywood, the winners of television's highest awards are sitting down to a rather late dinner. And at Nino's LaRue in New York, they're sitting down to a rather early breakfast. We hope you at home enjoyed the Academy of Television Arts and Sciences' first nationwide telecast of the Emmy Awards. And please accept the personal thanks of all our winners. For although the actual nominations are made by the members of the Television Academy, in reality, it is you, the viewer, who are responsible for the popularity of the television performer. Your stamp of approval, which makes him a star. And so, with a cordial invitation to be on hand for next year's Emmy Awards, thank you and good night from your hardworking entertainment friend, your most versatile and reliable entertainment friend, television.